know that we have to be humble. We have to serve our customers.
Rejected by KFC, denied by Harvard 10 times, failed school entrance exams. And yet, Jack Ma still built one of the most powerful tech empires in the world. How? Not through coding, not through connections, but through pure, relentless belief. This is the story of a man who started as an English teacher earning $12 a month and went on to lead Alibaba, a global giant worth hundreds of billions. In this breakdown, we're unpacking the key moments and mindsets that shaped Jack Ma's rise, from rock bottom to boardrooms.
Jack Ma has done a phenomenal job to create a business that is second to none in the world. He is the largest retailer.
The investors may not like us. If the customers like us, we have the futures.
It's not luck, it's not magic, it's grit, strategy, and a refusal to stay down. Let's break down exactly how he did it, and what you can take from it. He turned rejection into fuel. Jack Ma applied to 30 jobs, and got rejected from all of them. Even KFC turned him down. Most people would have taken that as a sign to shrink. Jack used it as fuel. He didn't let rejection define his identity. Instead, he built resilience. Each no pushed him to sharpen his skills and widen his perspective. Rejection wasn't a dead end, it was redirection. That mindset shaped how he approached risk, failure, and leadership. He didn't succeed despite rejection. He succeeded because of how he responded to it. That grit became his edge in a world that doubted him. He used his weakness as a strength. Jack Ma wasn't a tech genius. He didn't know how to code. That could have been a disadvantage in the internet boom. But instead, he turned it into a superpower.
Goal was always to create something that would change China.
So I get used to it. As an entrepreneur, one of the quality I have is that when I'm rejected by people, I get used to that.
While others focused on tech, Jack focused on people. He became a translator between engineers and end users. He led with storytelling, culture, and clarity, skills he owned as an English teacher. His weakness in tech made him double down on vision and communication. And that's what built Alibaba's culture. Lesson: you don't need to master everything. Double down on what makes you valuable. Let your limits shape your lane. He learned to sell big ideas, not just products. Jack Ma didn't just talk about building a website. He talked about changing China's economy. He sold a vision, not just a company.
It's paved with lots of difficulty and challenge and failure, and you have to summon up some sort of strength within you to believe in yourself.
They came to America in 1995.
First trip to the States, and first time in my life I touched the keyboard of computers.
Early investors didn't back Alibaba because of a business plan. They backed it because of his passion and clarity. He made people believe in the mission. That belief drove momentum when there was no profit, no infrastructure, and no guarantee. Whether pitching investors or recruiting talent, Jack didn't sell what he had. He sold where they could go together. In a noisy world, those who can communicate a clear, bold vision win. Jack mastered that early. He believed in long-term over fast growth. When Alibaba was still a baby startup, Jack made a bold call: no profits for the first 3 years. Investors thought he was crazy, but Jack wasn't optimizing for short-term gains. He was building long-term infrastructure. He reinvested every dollar into talent, tech, and customer trust. That patience paid off. When competitors burned out chasing fast wins, Alibaba kept scaling. Jack understood what many miss: real growth takes time. It's not about how fast you rise. It's about how long you last. The empire was built because he was willing to wait when others rushed.
And he started searching things on the internet. When he searched China,
A blind man riding on the back of blind tigers. Without knowing anything about technology, computer, we started the first company.
He created culture, not just a company. Jack Ma didn't just hire employees. He built a movement. He gave his team nicknames. He sang songs at company parties. He turned meetings into mission rallies. Why? Because he knew that culture scales where systems fail. In the early days, Alibaba couldn't match Silicon Valley salaries, but Jack gave people something deeper: belief, purpose, and belonging. That energy built loyalty. When times got hard, the team stayed. That's how you scale something from 18 people in an apartment to a global company. You build culture first. Jack knew that from day one. He played offense in uncertainty. In 2003, during the SARS outbreak, most businesses shut down. Jack didn't.
It's a long break for 7 years. I think my last trip here was year 2008. But I was coming for year 2001 for the Young Global Leader for Tomorrow.
He sent his team home, but told them to keep working remotely. That crisis became the launchpad for Taobao, Alibaba's game-changing e-commerce platform. While others paused, Jack pivoted. He saw crisis as a window to act when others froze. That mindset, offense not defense, defined his career. Whether facing government pushback, market crashes, or competition from Amazon, Jack leaned in, not out. He didn't wait for ideal conditions. He built in chaos. And that's when the biggest moves usually happen. He made trust his business model. Jack's mission was never just to sell products. It was to build trust in Chinese e-commerce. At the time, online transactions in China were sketchy. Jack introduced Alipay to hold payments in escrow until buyers received their goods. People thought it was risky, but he knew trust builds loyalty, and loyalty builds markets. That move changed everything. Alipay became a pillar of Alibaba's dominance. The lesson: great entrepreneurs don't just chase opportunity, they solve trust gaps. Jack didn't wait for people to trust online commerce. He built the tools that made it possible. He outsized his impact with partnerships. Jack Ma didn't try to do everything alone. In fact, one of his greatest strengths was knowing when to step back. He brought in people who were smarter in tech, finance, and logistics. His belief: if you're the smartest person in the room, you've already lost. That humility helped him build partnerships that scaled the business faster than solo effort ever could. From early Alibaba execs to global allies like SoftBank, Jack turned partnerships into power. Entrepreneurship isn't solo heroism. It's assembling the right people to amplify the mission. Jack mastered that. He made learning a daily habit. Even as a billionaire, Jack Ma read constantly. He studied American entrepreneurs. He met with leaders across industries. He called himself a student, not a master. That attitude kept him sharp in a fast-changing world. While others clung to what worked, Jack kept evolving. He asked questions, stayed curious, and kept rethinking his playbook. That's why Alibaba didn't stay a marketplace. It became a fintech giant, a cloud company, and more. Jack's hunger to learn kept him relevant. If you stop learning, you stop leading. He never made that mistake. He used humor as a leadership tool. Jack Ma didn't lead with fear. He led with humor. He danced at company parties, wore wigs, cracked jokes in interviews. That approach broke tension, humanized leadership, and made him relatable. In high-pressure environments, laughter builds culture. It makes people want to work with you, not just for you. Jack understood that emotional connection drives performance. It's not about being soft, it's about being real. He showed you can be a serious builder without taking yourself too seriously. And in a world full of stiff, robotic CEOs, that made him unforgettable. He knew when to walk away. In 2019, Jack Ma stepped down from Alibaba at the peak of his success, not because he was tired, but because he believed leadership must evolve.
Because when I talk about the future, when I talk about the big numbers, everybody's scared in the company. They say, no more big numbers.
He didn't cling to power. He handed it over and moved into education and philanthropy. That move shocked people, but it was strategic. Jack built the company to last without him. That's legacy. True leadership isn't about staying at the top. It's about building something that can survive without you. Jack didn't just build a company, he built a system, and he knew exactly when to pass the torch. He never let humble beginnings limit his thinking. Jack Ma didn't have elite connections. He wasn't born into wealth, but he believed something most don't. Your background isn't your ceiling, it's your launchpad. That belief showed up in every room he entered. He didn't shrink. He didn't try to fit in.
Yeah, we have over 100 million buyers visiting our site, shopping our site every day.
He brought his full story, full voice, and full vision, and made people believe in it. Today, he's one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Asia's history. Not because of privilege, because of perspective. He didn't see his limitations as proof he'd lose. He saw them as reasons he had to win. Jack Ma's journey is a masterclass in mindset. He didn't start with resources, status, or shortcuts. He started with belief. He stayed resilient. He moved smart. And he built a global empire from rejection, resourcefulness, and relentless learning. His story proves that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up. Keep learning and keep building. If this breakdown hit home, drop a comment, share it with someone chasing big goals, and subscribe for more content that cuts past hype and delivers real lessons that work.